introduce Crystal and Nelson. Big round of applause. Let's give a big round of applause for Eva and Omar with the Flower Girls. Big round of applause to Mahili and Eric. Let's give a big round of applause for Noella and Joey. Big round of applause for Liana and Abraham. Round of applause for Marina and Kalfan. Let's give a big round of applause for Tatiana and Jonathan. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand up. Help me introduce this amazing couple. Let's give a big round of applause. Un aplauso, Mr. and Mrs. Melendez. Round of applause for Gilbert and Jet.
Let's give one more round of applause for the couple. My name is Nelson Melendez, for you who don't know. No applause, okay. I am the best man, and I'm a good-looking man. But I'm saving. Say what For the longest time, I'm the middle of the three children. And for the longest time, I always looked up to my brother. I always see him as a good example as what someone should be living their life. And I'm very protective of my brother. So, you know, today is a fantastic day because for the first time in my life, I feel happy for my brother because of the woman he married. Yeah, I'm very protective of my brother, and I always told him, you deserve a very good woman. And I'm proud to say, as I stand here today, Gilbert, that I'm still waiting. Just a joke. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
The brothers behind you ready to stab.
I'm just kidding. You know, Gilbert was my best man at my wedding, and in his speech, he spoke about how growing up he always got the girls. Well, bro, I'm glad that I hit a home run my first attempt instead of striking out 7 times.
Oh, burn!
No, but I love him. Absolutely no. I'm so happy. You have no idea how happy I am that Jetsante, that's what I call her, is married to my brother. Because for the longest time I see my brother hurt. I see my brother just filled with pain. And for the first time, he's so happy. And it makes me happy as his brother because he deserves that. He's, you know, your whole life you pray and you expect that woman. I'm lucky to have mine, and now I'm happy to say he has his. It's a blessing because it's so hard nowadays to see a beautiful woman that's so loyal. And Gilbert was able to find that. And I'm so happy for you guys. Most importantly, her mom can cook. Have you ever tasted her mom's cooking? That's some good cooking. Yeah, there you go. Get that on the block. Hey, all right. fantastic. One of the best things about any Puerto Rican woman is you want to figure out can their mom cook. That's it. That's it. You all right. You got yours. But as I sit here in front of you two, I want to tell you guys honestly. The day I told you, Gilbert, that I thought she was the perfect woman for you. The day I saw you to approach her because she looks like someone that can make you happy. I'm happy to say that what I thought was going to happen exactly happened and more. And I'm glad to see that you're so happy. Even though she took you away from me, every night I ask him, can we play Fortnite? No, I'm with my girl. Every night, can we watch a game? I'm cooking with my girl. Never cook for us. But spend every night with her. But I'm happy because you deserve that. And I'm happy because you gave him that happiness. And I thank you for that. So today, I would like to say that I am super excited to be her brother-in-law and to welcome her to my family. Thank you very much.
Okay, hi everyone, so I'm Crystal and I'm the matron of honor. And I would just like to thank you guys for coming to their wedding. And I'm just going to touch a little bit on my friendship with each of them. So I'll start with Gilbert because I know him first. I've known Gilbert for about 10 years now, freshman year of high school at Tech. And I don't really know how we became friends because the story of how we met wasn't one of those like typical, oh, let's be friends type of stories. So I'm sitting in class and I'm waiting for class to start, and in walks Gilbert. Now, if any of you knew Gilbert in high school, you knew he was like one of the dorkiest people like ever. Right? Gilbert had glasses, Gilbert had braces, Gilbert had a ton of gel in his hair. And they used to wear these either polos or button-down shirts all the time. So he walks in the class, you know.
That was my fault.
And I'm already sitting down and he sits behind me. And as he's sitting down, he kicked me. So I just turned around and I gave him one of my famous dirty looks. And he just looks at me, he's like, I'm so sorry. And that's how we became friends. But I would just like to thank you, Gilbert, because you've been an amazing friend to me. You're one of the few friends that I kept since high school. And you've made a huge impact in my life. And you've always been there for me every time I needed someone to talk to. Aww. So now I'll talk about Jet. So one day, I was at Carol's house. And I was decorating the cap, and I think I was doing Eric's or Carol's, I don't remember. So anyways, I'm there, Nelson was there, and they're all talking to me, and out of nowhere, they just casually go, so, did Gilbert tell you about the girl that he talks to every night till 2 o'clock in the morning? And I just stopped, and I was like, no. So they go on her Facebook, and they start showing me all these photos of Jet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And they're like, yeah, Gilbert's on his way, and I'm like, wait till he gets here. So in walks Gilbert, he's like, hey Crystal, and I'm like, so, who's Jet Sinet? And I showed him a photo of Jet. And so he's like, ah, crap. And so he just starts telling me about how much he likes her and how he didn't want to tell anyone about her because he wanted to wait until they got together because of everything he's been through. So once they became boyfriend and girlfriend, I was super excited because that meant I could finally meet her. So we went to Telly's. And I just remember thinking that Jet was like the most adorable little thing because she's so little. But she was super, super sweet. And I just want to say to you, like ever since the day that you entered Gilbert's life, you've made him so incredibly happy. I absolutely love how much you care for him and how you take care of him. And you're absolutely perfect for him. You're super sweet, and getting to know you and becoming your friend has been nothing less than amazing. And don't ever change because you're incredible. Yes. And I'm going to end with just saying that I'll never forget the day that Gilbert texted me saying he needed to call me because he never calls. And it was about 2 to 3 months before my wedding. And he told me how he was getting ready to ask you to be his wife. And he just started asking me if he could propose at my wedding, and I just cut him off and I yelled, if you want to propose to her at my wedding, you can. And watching you guys grow together and prepare for today has been so incredible. And I just want to thank you guys for asking me to be your matron of honor. And you both are very important to me and are some of my greatest friends. And I pray you guys have a long-lasting marriage. And I love you guys.
All right, and if we can have the father of the groom, big round of applause.
I'm going to start by saying that God blessed me with 3 children. And the fear of a parent is that you want your son or daughter, in my case my sons, to find someone that is able to understand that life is built upon blocks of difficulties, battles, care, and love. Sometimes you wait for that, and you hope, and you pray about it in my case. And when Gilbert told us about Jet Santa, I prayed and I said, Lord, I want to see what you're going to do. And I met the Santa at the church, and immediately I knew that was an answer prayer. Today, I am proud to say that my son is becoming a man. We talked about it, and I said, I was your umbrella for 20-some years. You were under me, and I try to give you an example of what it is to be a husband, a father, and a friend. Now it's your turn. And you can tweak some of my ideas and my model, but what I want you to do best is to take care of the jewel that God put in your hands. So for me, I am proud, happy, and excited to know that you're happy, that you found Yetanet, and we will forever remember the beautiful Drop the Folders. How did this happen? We go back 20 years ago. We were at the church, and Gilbert decided to ask Yetanet, we should go out to a movie.
2 years.
I was like 20. And Jet Santa was there, and she had like 40,000 folders in her hand. She was working, and Gilbert managed to encourage himself because I was like pushing him, go, go, go. And then everyone was like, leave him alone, and finally he decided to go. He went over there, and when he asked her, every single paper was on the floor. She couldn't believe it. But that doesn't end there. Because of this situation, there's a street in Buffalo that has a huge debt. Because on her way home, her mom asked her, was a young man asking you? And she said, oh, he asked me out. And I said, yes. And they had to call Omar because the brakes fell off. Because Tita was like, what? I cannot believe it. And then we started, joining our families together, and it's been nothing but a blessing. So today, for me, I feel honored and blessed to have her in our life and her family as one. So thank you very much. Be happy, and may the Lord bless you always. Love you guys.
And let's give a big round of applause to Jet's mom.
Gracias a todos por estar aquí esta noche compartiendo con nosotros. Hay muchas cosas que yo podría decirle a mi hija, pero ella es la bendición más grande que yo tuve en la vida. Mis hijos todos son una bendición para mí. Cuando esta niña llegó a mi vida, la transformó. Pues obviamente era la niña y tenía que encaminarla. Hay muchas cosas que yo recuerdo de ella, pero hay una en específico. Y yo hoy te doy gracias por haber sido la mejor guía del mundo. Cuando apenas yo cumplía 18 años, mi salud se quebrantó y yo no podía hacerle frente a mi casa. Y a sus 18 años ella le enfrentó la casa y ella la sostuvo por 3 años, sin nunca quejarse. Y cuando ella me veía a mí llorar, porque yo decía, yo soy la que te tengo que soportar a ti, no tú a mí, ella me decía, mami, todo va a estar bien. Todo va a estar bien. Y hoy yo quiero decirte que hoy tú emprendes un nuevo camino, hoy tú emprendes una vida, y mami es la que va a estar bien. Así es que sé feliz, todo lo feliz que puedas ser porque te lo mereces. Gilbert, eres una oración contestada. Ha sido una bendición en nuestra vida desde el día 1. Y más que el novio de mi hija, el esposo de mi novia, eres un hijo para mí. No pierdo una hija, gano un hijo. Me lo bendiga y no puedo hablar más, pero tengo una canción que le dedico a mi hija.
Cuando me muestras que todo es posible y me permites creer, siempre conté contigo, recuérdalo, ya no he envejecido, nada cambió y te pido que tengas presente que siempre serás lo mejor de la vida, que siempre serás lo mejor que la vida me dio, siempre serás lo mejor que la vida me dio.
Una sorpresa hermosa. It's such a privilege, es un privilegio estar aquí con Jetson y Gilbert, to be here with Jetson and Gilbert, to celebrate their love, poder celebrar su amor. It is so beautiful when two people find each other. Es tan hermoso cuando dos personas se encuentran, because those souls were created in eternity. Porque esas almas se crearon en eternidad. And so it's something magical when they find themselves here on earth. Es algo mágico cuando se encuentran aquí en la tierra. So we thank God for their unity. Le damos gracias a Dios por su unión. For many years into death to you part, por muchos años hasta que la muerte los separe. And let's all stand and let's bless this day. Let's bless them. Father God, we come before you, Padre amado, venimos ante ti, and we just thank you, Lord. Y te damos gracias, Señor, for your wonderful love, por tu inmenso amor tan maravilloso. Because you placed it in our hearts, porque tú lo pones en nuestros corazones, so that we can share with our better half, para que podamos compartirlo con nuestra otra mitad. Gracias, Jesús. Thank you, Lord, for bringing Gilbert and Jetson together, por traer a Gilbert y a Jetson a unirlos, Padre amado, en este día tan hermoso, to unite them in this beautiful, wonderful day. We just ask for your blessings upon their families. Pedimos su bendición sobre sus familiares. Her blessings, Father God, your blessings upon her mother. Tus bendiciones sobre su mamá. That's going to miss her, que la va a extrañar, pero sabemos que tú les envías tu Espíritu Santo. We know that you send your Holy Spirit, our faithful friend, nuestro amigo fiel, que estará con ella todos los días, that shall be with her each day. We bless this day. We present it before your presence, Father God. Bendecimos este día, lo presentamos ante tu presencia. We ask you, Lord Jesus, te pedimos, Jesús, que tú bendigas esta unión, that you bless this unity, and may they live together enjoying the love that you gave for each and every one of them. Que tú les des, que vivan juntos, disfrutando el amor que tú les dices el uno para el otro. We bless this day in the name of Jesus, amen. Bendecimos este día en el nombre de Jesús, amén.
Alright, so my original plan for today was I wrote them a song, but I'm not really ready for it, so I'm just talk instead. I'm sorry. Anyways, I want to say congratulations to Desante or Padme and Gilbert, big brother. But just want to say I love you guys both. You two and Nelson and Marjorie have set a very good example of how to treat my beautiful girlfriend and how to live my life that I want to live. But Gilbert, all the time that you give me advice, helped me get to, if I was down, you pick me back up. And you're always there for me whenever I needed you. And I love you. And I wish you the best for your marriage, and I just hope that God will bless you both. And yeah, thank you guys for everything. Love you guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Joey and I've had the privilege of knowing Gilbert and this family for about 15 years. I have a quick, just small story and I think it's very telling. First of all, there are a lot of great things that we can use to describe Gilbert. If you play any games with him, competitive video games, bad teammate would be Am I right? Yeah. But another way that you would describe Gilbert is that he is a genuinely great person. And someone as genuine as that deserves to be sitting next to someone just as great and just as genuine. And it's a blessing and it is so rare for not to only see this today, but to see this happen just a couple months ago with Nelson. And how powerful and how proud I am of you guys for having found that. I'll tell you a story. You mentioned 2016 that you guys began to talk. And in 2016, I decided to join this family to New York City to watch a Mets game. And I don't know why people watch a Mets game. But I joined them and I supported them. I'm a diehard Yankees fan. I did it, right? This is what you do for the families you love. Table 9. And we spent the weekend at Gilbert's grandmother's house in New York City on Long Island. It was a great time. Oh God. We had a really great time. But there was one moment, remember this was 2016, where we were sitting in the living room. It was Eric, myself, Nelson. It was really hot. We had a lot of fans on us, right? And we're just chilling, watching a movie or whatever. And I look around and I look at Nelson. I go, Nelson, where's Gilbert? And he goes, he's on the phone outside. I go, talking to who? I'm right here, you're here. Who's he talking to? And so we both go outside, and there was Gilbert pacing back and forth on the phone. And I go, Nelson, who's he talking to? He goes, I think that's Annette. It was one of the first times you guys spoke on the phone. And yes, he spoke to about 2 in the morning. But what I want just Annette to know is, because you can't see it on the other side of the phone, he was smiling from cheek to cheek the entire time. And Nelson and I sat there, we were making fun of him, we were doing everything we can to distract him. To the point that we just went inside, and he just kept talking on the phone. So it was a very real moment, and now I look at 2 of my closest friends, happily married, beautiful wives. I have a dog, it's okay, it's fine. He's a golden retriever, he's 2 years old. But I just want to say I am so proud of you, so proud of you. And whatever life throws your way, I'm going to get very cheesy, but it's going to work here, okay? You mentioned your first movie was Finding Dory, right? And it's one of my all-time favorite movies. And one of the lines that she says is, just keep swimming. And whatever comes your way, just keep swimming.
I really wasn't planning on talking. I know she would have wanted me, but what can I say? I mean, look at you. I see you, and I want to see the little girl that I raised, but I see a grown woman, a woman that amazes me and scares me because I see so much of you in me. And I know how amazing we can be, and I know how scary we can be. And the beautiful part of that is that it tells me that even though I failed at times, even though I messed up at times, as a brother and father, I did the best job I ever could to see the woman you turned into. And Gilbert, I mean, she'll tell you, I made her life a living nightmare for every boyfriend or friend she would try to have or talk to. And you came along and I didn't make a peep. It's funny though, because I remember you guys, I told you, it's like, when you guys make it official, I want to have a few words with you. And you try to be sneaky. You try to do it at my mom's house. Oh, we were starting dating, let's talk. Like, no, okay, you come into my house. That's what's gonna happen. And we had to talk, and you understood every word and everything, even when I slightly threatened you. But I appreciate that you really understood where I was coming from, not as a brother, more as I protected her my whole life, and now it's your job to do so. And I would never ever regret the decision you guys have made. It's the best decision for the two of you. You guys did everything the right way. And together you're gonna go, the sky's you know what, the universe is the limit. Keep doing what you're doing because you're doing everything just right. And as I told you 2 years ago, just as a heads up, I do have family members who can make it disappear. So just be we love you guys.
Anybody else?
Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Kathy, your sister-in-law through that man. But I just want to say that today I thought would be so emotional and so crazy. I cried a little bit, but I didn't, and there's a reason why. I'm like, why am I not crying as much as I, thought I was gonna be? And it's because when I look at you, it's just pure happiness, everything is pure. It's so beautiful to look at you guys, and just to see that you guys are so happy, so ready to start this new adventure together. Because it's a new adventure. It's nothing scary. Anything you're gonna get through is through you two together with God, and that's gonna be so amazing. And when I met Jessie, I was like, oh my God, like, she's not gonna like me. She looks kind of mean. She's not gonna like me, but our bond quickly connected because we were two young girls in this dark place, and we both made each other smile. We both made each other. We told each other secrets and nobody else would know, and I'm so thankful for you because I don't have a sister, and you made me feel like you are the closest thing to an actual sister. And I just admire everything you do. I admire everything you accomplish, everything you push through. And when you told me about Gilbert, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she has a boyfriend. I can't believe this. And I was like, well, you can't babysit anymore on Valentine's Day. You have a Valentine's now. So I'm just like so happy for you guys.
I'd like to have the time I lost and give it back to you. But you just smile and take my hand. Even there you understand. It's all part of a grander plan that is coming true. Every long lost dream led me to where you are. Others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road, let me straight. When I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky, or a beautiful sunrise. Oh, there's so much they hold, And just like them old stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? Well, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, and when you're needing yours, to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. Even the stars, they burn. Some even fall to the earth. We got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. No, I won't give up. I don't wanna be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got here. We got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we did intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got and what I'm not, and who I am. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, still looking up, but I won't give up on us. God knows I'm tough. He knows we got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. I won't give up.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to the newlyweds. Oh yeah. Congratulations to Gilbert and Jeanette. Aplauso, aplauso. And at this time, if we can have the following.
Ya no eres una niña, buscas tu felicidad. Acuérdate, poner a Dios de primero, seguir los buenos consejos que desde niña yo te di. Te enseñé a que la fe vence el miedo, que nunca digas no puedo, que siempre Hija mía, escúchame, te deseo lo mejor. Aunque se me rompe el alma, te daré mi bendición.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And at this time, if we can have Gilbert and his mother meet us out.
Just take my hand, hold it tight. I love to take you all around me. I will be here, don't you cry. Falling so small, you seem so strong. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm. This bond between us can't be broken. I will be here, don't you cry. 'Cause you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forever. You'll be in my heart. No matter what they say, you'll be here in my heart always. Why can't they understand the way we feel? They just don't trust what they can't explain. I know we're different, deep inside us. We're not that different at all. You'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forever. Don't listen to them. What do they know? We need each other to have to hold. They'll see in time. I know when destiny calls you, you must be strong. I may not be with you, but you got to hold on. They'll see in time. I know we'll show them together, 'cause you'll be in my heart. Believe me, you'll be in my heart. I'll be there from this day on, now and forever. Ooh, you'll be in my heart. You'll be here in my heart. I'll be with you, be here in my heart. I'll be there always.
Let's give it up for Gilbert and his mom. Big round of applause.
I'll be there for you always, always and always. Just look over your shoulder.
Love is in the room, love is in the room. And at this time, if we can have the bride come back out on the dance floor and meet her brother. Round of applause.
Your contagious smile, and as I watch, you start to grow up. All I can do is hold you tight, knowing clouds will rise, storms will rise.
always loved you, always and forever. But as safe as you were always in my hands, in my arms, in my conscience, you are now to be taken care of in your arms. She is yours to hold forever, take care of her. Don't ever take each other for granted, okay? You have become one body, okay? Which means you are one flesh before God. Don't let anybody in this world, no person, no principality, no human come between that. As the sumo sacerdote of your home, you carry the home. But you almost always have a neck, which is the woman, to lead you in the right path, to lead you and support you in the best way possible. I am proud of you like you guys can't even imagine. That's the truth. But be the high priest God has called you to be. And be the woman to support him that you need to be. And as long as you always have that and take care of each other, you have open communication, and put God in your midst most of all, you will have success. Doesn't mean hard times will come, but you put everything aside and everything aside, focus on your home. And I give it to you in your arms now to hold and cherish her. I love you guys.
Calling out by name. Alright, let's get a little bit closer together, ladies. Closer. We're gonna do this on 3, right? On 1. On 1. 2. We need a chair in the center of the dance floor. Taking notes for my wedding. Single guys in the center of the dance floor. Single guys, we'll wait for you today. You gotta get them closer, you know they can't catch, man. We see some Bills players out there. Let's make it happen. All right, we're gonna do this on the count of 3 players. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's get that chair in the center of the dance floor again. far, you gotta make something happen. Bouquet girl. Garden guy. This ain't y'all first wedding. You gotta take a seat, man. Give him a little pep talk. Come on, you were just dancing, like. Show what you got. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Que comience la fiesta.